Okay, if body moving along y-axis, so acceleration is minus g or minus 9.8. 9.8 or you can use value of 10. Acceleration or g is equal to 10. Why minus? Because when body start, for example, and it moves, for example, along y-axis upward, the direction is positive, so you can take, for example, velocity acceleration is positive, but uh, let's suppose this body moving with 30 meter per second. So as this body moving upward, the speed decrease. The speed is decreasing. Sorry, when body moving upward, and let's suppose velocity or acceleration, let's speed is 30 meter per second. So as it moving upward, the speed is decreasing, but at maximum point, the speed completely stop, body completely stop. So when let's suppose acceleration is 10, so 10 means that every second speed will decrease by 10 factor. Like first 30, after 1 second, it will be completely, yeah, it will be 20 meter per second. Same after 2 seconds it will be 10 meter per second, and after 3 seconds it will be 0. At maximum, the at maximum point the body completely stop and again start moving toward the center of earth. So it was 0, after 1 second it become 10 meter, but after 2 seconds 20 meter, and the same position again it become 30 meter per second. So when it moving upward, direction is positive, y positive, but speed is decreasing. So when speed is decreasing, that acceleration is called deceleration, then acceleration is minus. So minus 9.8 or minus 10. But again, if for example body moving toward the center of earth, so speed is increasing. First it was 0, then 20, then 30, then 40. 10, 10, speed is increasing. But body moving in y direction, so negative y direction. So again, acceleration is negative. So in free fall equation, in free fall problem solving, we will consider a is equal to minus 8.9. Yeah, minus 9.8. Correct? Free falling, so we will use E is equal to minus 8. So these are free fall acceleration value, minus 8. So it depends upon position, so it's changing, but mostly at the surface of Earth, the value is 9.8. Average value is 9.8. So we will solve some some example like free fall. You can see example number one. So there will be one question from free fall in your first quiz. In your first quiz is tomorrow. So this one is important. Okay, a stone is thrown from the top of building and given an initial velocity of what? 20 meter per second, straight forward. The building is 50 meter high and the stone just misses the edge of roof on its down way, yeah, on its way down. So first of all, find out velocity in position of stone after 5 seconds. Second, time to reach the maximum height. C option. What is maximum height for this flight? For this ball, yeah, this body moving upward. And third one is finding the velocity. But first of all, write down what is given in this question. So given in question is that which initial velocity is equal to 20 meter per second. Building height, for example, if you consider this position as your initial position, So what will be this position? Downward. So this one is downward. So this one is xf. So xf is equal to what? 50 meter, but minus 50 meter. Upward distance is positive and downward distance is uh, negative. So xf is equal to minus 50. Okay, again we know that A is equal to minus G or minus 9.8 meter per second. So first of all, find out velocity and position after 5 seconds. So we don't know final velocity after 5 seconds. Initial is given. So how we can solve this one? We can solve by using first equation. So we have Vf is equal to Vi minus Gt. Why? Because A is equal to minus G. So plus become minus. So Vi minus Gt, where Vi is 20 minus 9.8 multiply with. So Vf is equal to what? Vf is equal to 20 minus 9.8 multiply with 5. 9.8 multiply with 5, 49. 49. So 49 minus 20 equal to what? Minus 29 meter per second. So minus value, minus means that when body moving upward, velocity is positive, but when velocity, yeah, body moving downward, so velocity will be negative. This means that after 5 seconds, velocity will be minus 29. Minus 29 means this negative symbol show that, this negative sign show that body moving downward. Okay, this is final velocity. How to find position after 5 seconds? So for position, we know that xf is equal to what? Xi plus Vit minus half Et square. It means it Gt square. Gt square. So xf is equal to what? This is not actually this xf, correct? So now we are comparing the position after 5 seconds. Yes. So initial velocity, initial position xi is 0 plus vi is 20, time is 5 minus half 9.8 and time is 5 square. So you can simplify this one. 20 multiply with 5 is 100. Then we have 5 square. So 5 square multiply with 9.8. So 5 square minus 9.8. So 5 square is 25. Multiply with 9.8 divided by 2 equal to 122.5. 122.5. So 100 minus 122.5 is minus 22.5. This is position. So xf is equal to what? Minus 20 again. So minus, so this means there will be some place like here, the downward minus 22.5 meters. Clear? Okay. Now B. For B, find out time when the stone reach the maximum height. So time when body reach where maximum height. So we know that for maximum height, that at maximum height, what is the velocity of body?
Velocity would be 0.
Yes, yes. At maximum height, our velocity, it means final velocity will be 0. We have initial velocity is 20, correct? So time is also given. Time to reach maximum height equal to what? Yeah, for example, we don't know about time. So we have first equation. Vf is equal to Vi minus Gt. So how to find time? Vf is 0 equal to initial velocity is 20 minus 9.8. So this means that okay. So now if you transfer 9.8 t to other side, we have 20 equal to 9.8 t. So dividing both side by 9.8, 9.8. So cancel. T is equal to what? 20 divided by
2.04.
equal to
2.04.
okay 2.04 second.
Yes.
Yeah, maximum time to reach maximum height. Next one, C option. What is C given? Determine the maximum height. So we don't know about height, this distance. Maximum height reached by this body. This is. So how you can find? We can find height with the help of your distance formula. With the help of what? With the help of second equation. We have xf equal to what? Xi plus Vit minus half gt square. Now we have time. Time is equal to 2.04. So initial position is 0 plus initial velocity is 20 multiply with 2. I will take only 2 video, not 2.04. So I will take 2 minus 1 over 2, 9.8 and 2 square. So x if is equal to what? 20 multiplied 2 is 40 minus 2 square is 4. 4 multiplied with 9.8. 4 multiply 9.8 and then divided by 2 equal to 19.6. So 19.6. So 40 minus 19.6 equal to what? 20.4. So
20.4, sir.
is 24 meter. This is maximum height. The body reached their maximum height. Okay, last option, last one. Determine the velocity of stone which it returns to height from which it was thrown. This means that velocity at this position. For example, you throw from this position, moving upward, correct maximum height, then moving downward to this position. So at this same level, what will be the velocity, final velocity? So final velocity at the same position will be same, correct? But you can solve with the help of first equation like Vf is equal to Vi minus Gt. So when you solve for final velocity, result will be same 20 because initially it was 20 because label is same, so result will be also 19 point something, but again this one is 20. You can try this. Clear? Okay.
Clear.
Okay, I will solve one another example. Same from free fall because there is only one question for tomorrow from free fall. A girl flips a coin into a 50-meter deep wishing well. If she flips the coin upward with an initial velocity of 5 meters per second, initial velocity. So first of all, write down what is given in this question. So given data is, uh, first of all, height is given, height of well is 50 meters. You can say except this one. Initial velocity is given, initial velocity is 5 meter per second. And we know that for free fall, E is equal to minus G. Minus G means minus 9.8 meter per second square. So first of all, how high does the coin rises? It means maximum height. So again, maximum height, we know that Vf at maximum height, yeah, final velocity, yeah, velocity at maximum height is 0. So with the help of first equation, you can find second equation, you can find what? You can find the maximum height. Like we have xf or yf is equal to what? Xi plus VIT minus half ET square, yeah, GT square. But we don't know time here, so you can find time from first equation. We have first equation equal to VI minus GT, where V at maximum height is 0, initial velocity is 5 minus 9.8 multiply with time. So if you transfer 9.8 to other side, we have 9.8 t equal to 5, or t is equal to what? 5 divided by 9.8. So if you divide 5 divided by 9.8 equal to what? Yes. Uh,
0.51.
okay. 0.5. I will take only 0.5, correct?
Okay.
0.5. 0.5 second. Now, with the help of this formula, you can find finally a maximum height. Xf is equal to xi, initially it is 0, plus vi 5 multiply with 0.5 minus half 9.8, 9.8 and time square 0.5 whole square. Xf is equal to what? 5 multiply with uh, 0.5 is 5 multiplied 0.5 is
2.5.
2.5.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 2.5 minus, first of all, 0.5 square, zero point 0.5 square 0.25, then multiply with 9.8, then divided by 2, equal to 1.22. 1.22. So when you subtract 2.5 minus 1.22 equal to 1.28. 1.28 meter. This is maximum height reached. For example, the coin reached there. This is a second one. What is in second question, second part? How long does it take to get to top point? So same this point, this video 0.5. Time to reach maximum height, so 0.5. This is maximum height 1.28 meter. Third one, how long does it take for the coin to reach the bottom of the well? Now we have this area, for example, reaching this time to reach the bottom of the well. So if we consider this position as initial position and this one is final position. So we know that final position is minus 50, correct? Upward distance is positive or displacement is positive, but down one is negative. So initial position xi is 0, final is equal to what? Minus 50. So how we can find the time? So with the help of formula, which formula? Second formula we can find xf equal to what? Xi plus
Plus VIT.
vit minus half et square. Okay, xf is minus 50 equal to initial position 0 plus VIT. VI is 5 multiply with T. We don't know about T, minus half ET square or GT square. So 9.8 and we have T square. We can write minus 50 equal to 5T. Okay, 9.8 divided by 2 is 4.9. 4.9 multiply with T square. Now you can see this equation is quadratic equation. So if you transfer minus 9, 4.9 and 5t to other side, this will be, yeah, arranged form of this will be 4.9t square minus 5t. Then we have minus 50 equal to what? T. So now quadratic equation. So how you can solve this question, this equation? With the help of what?
Pythagorean theorem, sir.
Yeah, what? You can solve with the help of quadratic formula. You can factorize, you can solve with the help of completing square and with the help of quadratic formula. So when you solve with the help of quadratic formula, t is equal to what? Minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2 multiplied with a, correct? So you will receive two value for t. One is positive value and second one is negative value, but time is always positive, so you can use the positive value. Correct? So you will solve this one with the help of quadratic function, or should I solve this one? Yes?
It'll be better if you solve it, Professor.
Okay, okay. So let me share with you my whiteboard. So I will solve on whiteboard.
Professor,
Yes.
T1 is going to be negative 0.3 second, and
Yes.
T2 is going to be 0.4. So we take the positive 0.4.
Excellent, excellent, mister. Excellent. So let me share my whiteboard so then we can start. Okay. Okay, can you see this whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So what was equation? Equation was
4.9 T square.
Yes, yes. 4.9 t square
Yes, minus 5T
minus 5t
minus 5,
minus 50.
50.
This one?
That's 50. 5, right, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
50, yeah, that's 50, yes. Sorry.
Okay. Again. 4.9 4.9 t square minus 5t and minus 50 equal to 0. We have formula t is equal to what? T or x is equal to minus b plus minus, we have b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. This 2a is also under the, so this one is whole under the root. So what is b actually? What is ABC? So a is the coefficient of t square, 4.9. What is b? What is b is equal to minus 5 and c is also minus 50.
Minus 5.
Yes, excellent. So we have t is equal to what? T is equal to minus b. So minus 5 plus minus. Okay, we have b square. So b square means minus 5 square. Minus 4ac. 4 multiply with a, where a is 4.9, and multiply with c, where c is minus 50. Whole divided by what? 2 multiply with a is 2, 4.9. So time is equal to minus minus plus 5 plus minus. Okay, 5 square is 25. Minus multiply with minus 50, so plus. So 4 multiply with 4.9 multiply with 50 equal to what? Okay, 4 multiply 4.9 multiply with 50 equal to 980. 980 divided by 2 multiply 4.9 equal to 9.8. So then we have time is equal to 5 plus minus under the root. So 980 plus 25 equal to
1005.
1005. Excellent. 1005 divided by 9.8. So we have time equal to 5 plus minus 1005 under the root equal to 1000.
31.7.
Yes, excellent. 31.7. 31.7 divided by 9.8. So two values, one is minus, one is plus. So t is equal to first one, 5 plus 31.7 divided by 9.8. Second value is 5 minus 31.7 divided by 9.8. So if you add 31.7 with 5 and divided by
3.7.
this will be what? 3.3.7.
3.7.
Excellent, Mr. Time number one. And second one, time is equal to what?
That's going to be negative, sir. So
Yeah, negative something, but time is always positive, so we will take time is equal to what? Time is equal to 3.7 second.
yes,
Clear?
yes, sir.
Okay, quadratic formula, but you can solve with the help of factorization and completing square as well. Okay, guys, okay. So these are free fall. So try this question, quiz number one and quiz example number two, and you can try this one as well. So I think it's enough for today. What do you think? Is it enough for today?